So we also got a chance to check out Kirby and the Forgotten Land, yeah, it came out just not too long ago. What was the official release date on that? Was that
Friday.
Friday? Yeah.
Friday,
So
25th.
so you had like a whole like 4 days to play Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I played the demo. You guys have both played through the full game. Have you guys beaten it yet?
I'll let Greg go
I have
first.
not. I didn't get there yet. It didn't arrive until like Sunday at like 1 o'clock. So like Sunday morning, we were going through the demo to get the codes, and then like I heard the doorbell ring with the package, and I'm like, oh, there's Kirby, and then went and plugged it in, and was going through the real version, and it was as my first Kirby game. It was definitely incredible. I mean, I really don't know why that like Super Mario 3D World can't take notes from this, because I feel like this is the way you do like a somewhat linear 3D like level, like having missions and stuff along the way, bonus objectives, and all sorts of like cool secrets and stuff hidden. Like I don't know why like a 3D Mario game can't do these kinds of things. So I was definitely very impressed. I really like that you can switch the powers like on like the fly like throughout the level, and you can use different ones to beat like the bosses. It gives you choices and stuff like that. So that I was really impressed with. Like this is my primary Kirby experience. Um,
Yeah.
I did feel like the game was somewhat easier, but it was still a lot of fun to play. And games don't have to be difficult to be more fun. So
Yeah.
like I was on the wild mode, and I wasn't even really dying at all, because they give you lots of life and plenty of health power ups along the way.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, Barry, what are you thinking about the game so far?
I've always been a fan of Kirby since Dreamland 1. So, I didn't play the demo. I purposely didn't want to go in with any extra other than the trailers. So, I got it Friday, and because I was under the weather, I just kind of sat on my couch and played Kirby. And I just got sucked in. It was like I was a kid again, So it was,
But
weekend, just get to sit there. I did wild mode as well. Yeah, I like that, right? uh, and I did single player. My wife watched a bit. She didn't want to play, but she was just enjoying the visuals. But yeah, I last night I wound up getting 100% completion on it, and it was just a ton of fun. The only thing I didn't do is you can upgrade all the abilities, which you have to do to get 100%, but then you can upgrade them all further. And in order to do that, you have to do like the Coliseum like 70 something times. And I just did not feel like doing that grind for a game I was done with. So thankfully, that doesn't count as 100%.
Hmm.
I love the treasure roads. The treasure roads are almost like a callback to like Mario Sunshine, the non-flood areas, and they really challenge you to use one ability uh, and get it done. And it's not hard, but what's interesting is that each one has a target time, and it's completely not necessary to do this, but you can go for the target time to get extra coins. So it's also not needed for 100%, but I went and got all the target times, which some of them took me a little a little while to do over and over and over again, but very much worth it just as the added challenge. And the Coliseum, the final boss there, really, really well done and a challenge. And there's a post game after you beat it, and like all the different objectives to get all the Waddle Dees, and there's just a lot to this game. It is absolutely worth it. There's some clever things, just some really neat ideas, and hopefully, Greg, after this, you go back and play other Kirby games. Because it's on the easier side, 100%. It's meant to be. It's just about fun. It's just about, you have the most powerful character in possibly all of gaming, just going out there and doing his thing. And the mouthful mode works really well. I was really shocked. Even the car
Mm-hmm.
handles so much better than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, this is probably going to be very loose. And no, it wasn't. And some of the treasure roads that involve the car, and even some of the stages that involve the car are some really high octane, challenging platforming with the car. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
Kirby,
the
Kirby from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we said that with Rosalina Smash trailer that teased us.
There you go. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I like, and I knew this from the very beginning, but it's cool to actually been playing through the demo to see this. I love how it really it changes the game so much, and you have like all these different types of platforming adventures through it because it all depends on what Kirby has sucked up recently. Like whether it be the regular powers or the mouthful mode, like there's so many different types of platforming that takes place within this game, and it's just constantly changing. But it doesn't feel weird or out of place. It feels like it totally makes sense, and it keeps you on your toes, and it's great. And I think for people like me who have stayed away from Kirby for a long time, like this is the Kirby game that I've been waiting on, because I think for some of the other platformers, like the 2D ones, like it just doesn't have enough, items or enemies that you can suck up and gain their abilities and all that stuff. Sometimes you're so limited on what you can do. This feels like they've thrown the limit out the window and just let you pretty much suck up whatever you want, take on so many different abilities, and even, adding in mouthful mode is, it as ridiculous as it is, it adds to the gameplay and makes it even more fun.
I was actually shocked that you say that. I was shocked at the limit of the abilities. That's probably my only negative to the game, is that there's 12 different copy abilities, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but Kirby games have had 20 plus, and some big ones like Plasma and Fighter are just not there at all. And like those are ones like I love in playing in games. UFO is always one of my favorites too. None of those are there. So you have the basic ones, and they're upgradable, which is cool. I like the whole upgrade system. I think that needs to come back for future, but it's still kind of weird. And two of those 12 are limited abilities with Crash and Sleep. So,
Okay.
it's
That is interesting.
that kind of sucks. But.
Yeah, because so only playing through the demo so far, I just assumed actually that I would be getting a lot more along the game, because there's so much packed into just the first few levels. You progress and get all these different abilities like right off the bat, and so I was like, wow, if they just keep doing this, this game is endless in the abilities you get, but apparently not.
Well,
So that's
some have been merged, like Fire and Fireball are together, like in the same thing. So
okay.
which makes sense. But like I said, Fighter, Plasma, UFO, Yo-Yo, stuff like that are gone. Mike is gone, although it's very similar to Crash. Although Crash is a one-timer and Mike is 3. So it kind of sucks that those ones are missing. I would like to see like a DLC with those added in, but if there's going to be DLC to this game, there has to be more stages. Because like I said, like I could go upgrade the abilities even further, make them stronger, but what's the point? I've already beat all the stages.
That makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, do you guys recommend people get Kirby and the Forgotten Land? What do you think, Greg?
100%.
100%. I got to even play like the co-op with my daughter, and we just had a blast. Like she was using like Kirby, and I was even the bandana thing and bandana Waddle Dee, and we still had a lot of fun. It's easily very playable for like 2 people at the same time.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually playing the whole game, and yeah, I love that there's the demo out there. If you still have questions about it, definitely play through the demo for sure.